I'm 23. I've been in prison in and out for six times now.
And why are you here?
Robbery, stealing, and car crime as well.
Were they drug related?
Yeah. I was taking drugs and I was dealing as well.
And are you on drugs at the moment?
No, I've been off for about a month now.
Tell me a little bit about your family.
Quite big, Muslim, quite religious. They pray 5 times a day and all that, read the Quran, fast during Ramadan.
Did you have a religious upbringing as a child?
Well, when I was young, we used to go to Friday prayers and all of that. We used to go to Quran classes in the evening. When I was like around 13, something like that, I started skipping Friday prayers. I think I was a bit bored at school and I started hanging around with like my friends bunking off school and stuff like that. Yeah, probably when I was like just after I started secondary school.
So what was your first experience of drugs?
I was with my mates and one of them just suggested it. We had a joint basically.
And how did it make you feel?
It makes you feel good. You feel happy. It's like, when you're stoned and you're with your mates, you just forget about everything else, You can laugh about really stupid little things that you wouldn't laugh about. The colour of someone's shoes or the way someone says something. You get guilty afterwards when you're not stoned. You get guilty for not going to Jummah or, missing classes. And then you don't really remember what you were laughing at.
When I found out he was bunking school, I think a lot of it had to do with the people he was hanging about with. They were doing stuff that they shouldn't have been doing. It got to the point where the school was sending stuff to my parents, but I don't think they took it seriously enough. He stopped going to school altogether in year 9, so he didn't even do his GCSEs. He hasn't got any. At this time, he started smoking weed. And then it just got worse.
When did the harder drugs begin?
I went to a party in it with some of my friends. We were sitting in one room and then my friend said to me, do you want to go into this other room? So we went into this other room. When I went in there, I saw this big table. And like all these drugs on there. And my friend was explaining to me what they were, and he showed me some cocaine, crack, and he just said to me, "Do you want to try some?" And that's when I tried it basically.
Explain the feeling of crack.
The first time you try it, it's quite the best high you can experience. It makes you feel really relaxed. It's like nothing else matters. Do you know what I mean? You can take it and then nothing else matters. And then afterwards, you want that same high again. And, no matter how many joints you take, it's not good enough. You got to keep taking cocaine. It costs you like £20 for just a little bit. And, because you have to take more and more to get that same high or a better high, you got to spend more basically. So I was spending like £40 a day. £20 in the morning and then £20 at night.
Things just got really bad. That's when I knew he was really badly into drugs. Stuff started to go missing. He started stealing from me. He stole my laptop, my gold, clothes, loads of other stuff just disappeared. That's when I knew the drugs had controlled him. It wasn't my brother anymore.
So where was the money coming from?
Well, I wasn't working at the time. Basically, like, you find money lying around, you take things and you sell them on. I was dealing as well, so, you know, sometimes like you're at home and, your mum just leaves her purse lying around and there's money inside it, but you don't think about what she was going to use that money for, because all you want to do is get high, so you just take it. Like jewelry as well. I was, I remember I used to steal my sister's jewelry and stuff and sell it on, take money out of my dad's pocket, you know.
Well, what could my parents do? I mean, he was usually out till 4 or 5 in the morning. I mean, they couldn't physically stop him from doing whatever he wanted. None of us could. And my dad, he was so ill, he didn't have the strength. And then my mum, she even spent £800 when it got so bad. She took him to rehab 3 times, and then she even took him abroad.
Tell me about your first arrest.
My friend and me, we went to this shop. It was a clothes shop.
What are you doing?
Open the till! Open the till! We took £300. The guy called the police and, basically they caught me and I had to go to court and I got probation for it. But I did other stuff. There were other like stealings and robberies that I did as well.
I would do everything that I could to try and keep him happy. Anything. I'd like buy him stuff, trainers, designer clothes, anything he wanted. I really, really didn't want him going to prison. I'd have done anything to stop that. I mean, I even gave him money to buy heroin. Don't ask me why I did that.
So what was it that eventually got you inside prison?
There was this rich looking kind of house and we broke in one night and we stole some stuff. As we were leaving, I caught my hand on something on the door, and because of that, my hand started bleeding. There was blood on the door, basically, and it was because of that the police caught me, because they had records of me on their computer, so it didn't really take them long to find out who I was. They just matched the blood with what they had on their computers.
I told him I'd be there for him 24 hours a day. But I couldn't stop him stealing. I couldn't get him off the drugs. In the end, it got so bad, I called the police. And I told them to take him in.
Yeah, I do want to change. I mean, my dad, he died when I was in here. You know, I never got to see him for the last time. And, you know, not just that, but what my mum's been going through because of me. And now, like, she's on her own. She's got my sister. But she's got, like, you know, I should be there looking after her, shouldn't I? So, yeah, I do regret the past. And I do want to change.
You want this to be the last time?
Yeah, I want this to be the last time. And when I go out, I mean, I started praying again. And I started reading the Quran, so, you know, if God answers my prayers, then hopefully I won't be back in here again.
My mother cries a lot, but she prays. We all do. And inshallah, he will get better.